He has such empathy, and he's such a gentle and understanding spirit.
He's a very thoughtful, engaging individual.
He's also got integrity and authenticity, and you trust him implicitly.
Femi has wisdom, patience. He embraces the creative part of his brain and brings that to what he does on a day-to-day basis.
He's somebody who's never gets upset, who explains himself very clearly, and when things go wrong, it's not a problem because we can always sort it out.
I knew him as a poet, and I think it's remarkable that somebody should be an extremely distinguished psychiatrist at the same time an acclaimed poet, very well published and highly regarded.
Some years ago, Femi introduced what I think is a unique module for undergraduates, which is Psychiatry and Psychopathology in the Arts, which is an optional module for medical students at Birmingham University, where they are exposed to lectures by various lecturers, including Femi himself, obviously, and they get the opportunity to study psychiatry and psychopathology, but from the perspective of how it's incorporated into literature.
He's widely regarded as an expert in psychopathology, taking on the challenge of producing an updated version of Sim's textbook on descriptive psychopathology, a widely read book in this country.
I think his qualities as a poet reflect his qualities as a person. They experience him as a very thoughtful, reflective, gentle, but deep-thinking person.
He has a wonderful sense of humor. He would slap his hands together and roll with laughter at anything that is amusing. When he came to Singapore, we took him to eat chili crab, and he loved to eat our spicy food which was even too spicy for myself. He did not mind peeling the crabs with his fingers.
He's a good person to seek advice from, because despite his enormous intellect, despite the positions of authority that he's held, he doesn't have a huge ego.
One of the things I've learned from him is that if I think something is political nonsense, it probably is, and that I should stand up and actually confront that.
He's very, very good at bringing the patient in, putting the patient at ease, making them feel comfortable.
I think Femi will be remembered for combining psychiatry, art and poetry so that all are more acceptable to both psychiatrists and the artistic community.
He will be most remembered as an excellent teacher who has guided, trained and imparted his skills and knowledge to our candidates preparing for their exams. He's also made tremendous contribution in that sense to psychiatric education in Singapore.
On the whole, psychiatrists are creative people, and the difference he made was that he brought that creativity to every ounce of his working day.
I am a real Femi enthusiast. I think he's been fantastic for British psychiatry, and I think Birmingham have been incredibly lucky to have him, both in his academic, clinical and of course in his medical management roles.
Femi is a Yoruba-speaking Nigerian who came to Britain to do his psychiatry and has trained in psychiatry in Britain, become a consultant and a professor, and has now reached the very pinnacle of psychiatric erudition.
I really wish I'd had the opportunity to work with Femi, because I think if I had, I would have been a better psychiatrist.
I think it's so fitting and so appropriate, and there isn't anybody I can think of that is more deserving of this award.